Music artists and entrepreneurs, what's good? Sarge here from mysarge.com, and look, today we're going to answer a very simple question. Why don't people like your music?
Country boy, I love you.
I know it's a question that comes up often. It's alright, we're going to address that today, so you don't want to miss this one. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's work. Salutes to that. Alright, so as music creatives, right? As singer-songwriters, bands, rappers, music producers, engineers, etc., right? There are times where we realize we have to be honest with ourselves, and there are times where we wonder, why don't people like my music? Why aren't they really listening to my music? You know, when I see them, they always act like they got to hide from me, or whenever I ask the question of, hey, how'd you feel about that song? It seems like things get real awkward real quick. So we're going to discuss that today. I'm going to give you my top three reasons of why people don't like your music. You ready to go? You ready to face this? All right, bet. Let's get it. All right, so the number one reason and the most obvious reason of why people don't like your music is because it's not good. Yes, I said that with a straight face. It's not good.
I think he's jealous.
How pathetic.
Now some of y'all like, hold up, pump the brakes. You can't say that. Sarge, you shouldn't be able to say that. You hating, you not being supportive of other people, yada, 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 yada. So for those of you that are saying that, let me start off by saying this. The fact that you're reacting that way already lets me know one thing, all right? It already lets me know that there are probably a few people around you that are trying to reach their dreams, and they're on a journey, whether it's in music or in business or in education or whatever, and you're letting them walk around, believe that they're dope, that they're really, really good, that they're going to make it to the next level. You have them believing that, all because you don't want to tell them the truth and tell them, hey, it's not as hot as, you think it is. You're not telling them the truth, all because what? You want to show them that you love them and that you support them? Look, if you care about them and you support them, you will tell them the truth. But, I get it. I know that's a touchy subject, so I'm going to continue on with another example of why I say that it's not good. All right, so we're going to talk about food, for example. Right? So let's say I came to your crib. I came to your house, and you cooked. All right, bet. Now, let's say you cook ribs, right? You cook some ribs. Everybody like ribs? Well, no, I shouldn't say everybody, but, let's say you like ribs and you cook ribs. All right, I might try your ribs and I might think, out of 10, they're about a 6, they're about a 7. And in my head, it might be for a couple of reasons. I might feel like, okay, you could have used a different type of sauce. You could have, prepared it better, a number of things, right? But I'm not going to say too much. You know why? Because, it's free food. Like, what I got to say? Like, you coming over to people's homes, eating their food, like, I'm not going to have that much of an opinion. Now, let me switch gears real quick. Let's say we went to a restaurant, right? I look up on the menu and I'm like, all right, bet. But then I get the food and I'm like, this is not what I expected. This does not meet my expectations, especially if I'm paying for it. Now, some of you guys are catching on to it and some of you guys aren't. So I'm going to make this easy. If you expect people to buy your music, it needs to be good. If you expect people to buy your merchandise, it needs to be good. If you expect people to pay money to come to your show, it needs to be good. Now, I get it. Everyone's like, well, what's good to you may not be good to me, yada, 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 yada. You can say that if you want to. But the truth is, we can all look at a situation and go, hey, that's good. That person was right. That person was wrong. It's the same thing with music. It's the same thing with art, especially if I'm paying for it. One of the major factors and features on iTunes is the fact that when you go to an album, you can preview those songs. So you can find out, right off the bat, which ones do I want to buy? Why? Because you don't want to spend your money paying $10 on an entire album that you may not feel like is, oh, that's right, not that good. You only want to get the ones that you like. So let's stop this whole like, hey, well, you're hating, you're not being supportive. No, I am being supportive. I'm letting you know, maybe your music, I'm not saying it's garbage, I'm not saying it's trash. It may just not be at the level yet where someone is comfortable paying for it. That's all I'm saying. So one of the reasons why you might not, people may not be listening to your music is you may just have to get your quality up. You may just have to get your game up a little bit. Now let me pause for a second because I get that was a little heavy for the first tip. Look, if you're upset because I said that, good. And I don't mean that in a mean, rude demeanor, right? I say that because either one or two things are going to happen now that you're upset. Either one, you're going to step your game up, you're going to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I could write better hooks. Yeah, I could write better lyrics. I can make better songs. Yeah, I could make that beat a little bit better. I could spend more time, more hours on that beat. Yeah, I can mix and master that a little bit better. You're either going to do that or you're going to get salty, go back to your comfortable circle of people that are just going to tell you it's good. You're not going to get no better, or you might just quit. So my question to you is, which version are you? All right, point number 2 of why people may not like your music is because they may just not be a fan of your style. All right, so let me bring sports into this, right? So everyone's got their favorite sport. Everyone has their favorite athletes, right? Well, let's say that you're a Kobe Bryant fan. Okay, I might be a LeBron fan. Now, I can respect both of those athletes and go, yo, those are some of the greatest to ever play the game of basketball. But I might like one particular athlete over another just because I relate more to one than the other. Or I might like the style in which he plays over the other player. Doesn't mean I don't like them or doesn't mean I don't like their the fact that they're athletes and that they're phenomenal at what they do. I just might prefer a style over another. Let me give you another example that's more music centric. For example, bands. All right, your band may sound more like Coldplay or Linkin Park. Well, what if the people that you're performing in front of, they're more fans of U2 or maybe even Blink 182? It's the exact same thing. It may just be a difference of styles. Like for me as a rapper, right? Eminem is one of the greatest rappers, right? He's really dope. But personally, I'm not really a fan.
Oh my God!
I get it. Some people think that's some type of like cardinal sin. Hey, you're a rapper. You have to love Eminem. No, I don't. I respect him as a rapper, but personally, I'm not into that style of music. And I'm saying for the people that are listening to your stuff, your content, they may just not be a fan of that particular style. They may love hip hop. They may love rock, pop, whatever you're bringing to the table, that genre anyway, but they may not rock with the style. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that your music isn't good. That doesn't mean your content isn't good. That might mean that you may just need to focus a little bit more on who is your target audience. You know, are you trying to focus in more on the middle school, high school, maybe even the college market? Or are you trying to focus on people that are between the age of 21 to 27 or 27 to 34? Really figure out who your audience is. Do you focus more towards the female market? Like, who are you trying to reach through your music? Figure that out. All right, so the third and final reason of why people may not like your music is because they don't like you. Yeah, I said that exactly as I meant it. People may not like your music, not because your music ain't good. They may not like your music because they just don't like you.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So there are times where I'm out and about, whether at an open mic or someone's show, and I get to meet someone new. I get to meet a new artist, a new musician, etc. And just through 5 to 10 minutes of conversation, I recognize very quickly whether or not that person is going to be not only successful, but whether or not I'm going to even give their music a listen. How do I know that? Well, generally the people in which you don't really, think about listening to their music, I mean, are you always talking about yourself, right? Are you actually supporting other people? Are you rude? Do you even ask me a question about who I am, what I do? Does the conversation go past just you? Now, granted, if the person you're talking to, if the people that you're talking to, if they keep asking you questions about, a particular song or what made you write that and how long did it take you and is this your first time performing that song? If they're asking you all those questions, by all means, continue to answer questions about, your career, your journey, things like that. But is it all about you? No. It's not all about you. I'm just saying it's not a good look when when you get up on the stage and you perform and then the moment another band or another rapper or another singer or someone else goes up and you and your crew are leaving. It's just not a good look. Why would someone else support you when you don't support them? I'm just being honest with you. Now, to further buffer this point, so to speak, I want to bring up 2 examples. One is Chris Brown and the other is Justin Bieber. Both crazy talented. Both that came in with huge expectations of taking over in the future, right? But based off people's perception of them currently, could you honestly say that they're at the level that they should be? I mean, if we're being honest, people were comparing Chris Brown to being the next Michael Jackson, like being that big. But after a few incidences in his career, including the one with Rihanna, a lot of people feel like, I'm not really feeling Chris. I'm not really rocking with Chris no more. Same thing with Justin Bieber and his, behavior and things from the past. And I'm not trying to bring up their past, like they're perfect, because no one's perfect. People make mistakes, right? But people don't see them in the same light. And don't even get me started with R. Kelly, man. Social media, you already got that covered from head to toe. You feel me? So, matter of fact, I can't believe I even said that name on my thing. But anyway, look, there are a lot more reasons of why people may not like your music, but those are the top three. Those are my top three of why people might not be paying that much attention to you. And again, if these are things that you realize, like, dang, that hurt, but it's kind of true, then fix it. It's not like you can't fix it. If you're hearing this, that means you can make some moves. You can try new things. You can surround yourself with other people that are wanting to be successful. Surround yourself with other people that are going to tell you the truth about what you're doing and where you're trying to go. So it's always time to change up and start a new beginning. But it starts now. So, what'd you think? Did you like this video? If so, go ahead and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if you have a particular topic that you want me to talk about, go ahead, go to the comment section and leave your suggestion. I do read my comments, so I will add your suggestion to the list. And, as always, be you, enjoy your life, live authentic. Salutes to that. Catch y'all later.